The motto for world-class competition has always been faster, higher, stronger. It's the same for Navien, makers of condensing tankless water heaters. Faster to install and set up. Higher performance and efficiency to provide endless hot water. Stronger with the industry's strongest warranty. All because of the copper-free stainless steel heat exchanger built in every unit. Learn about Navien's condensing tankless water heaters and find a Navien contractor at tanklessmadesimple.com. That's tanklessmadesimple.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. This week, we got our loud local band of the week. It's 2 Clicks.
You get run from the sun and thinking away about a time. You get run from the sun and thinking away about a time.
Our loud local band of the week is 2 Clicks. You want more information about how you can get their music, where they are playing?
They're playing tomorrow night, actually, for a really cool cause. It's happening at El Corazon, a big benefit show for Ryan George. He's a guy who was attacked outside of El Corazon.
Oh, damn.
Really unfortunate. So they're trying to help raise some money for some medical bills and all that good stuff. And a bunch of great bands are on the bill, including 2 Clicks, but also Himsa, Witchburn, and plenty of other bands. Go on out and show some support.
And if you want to find out any info about the band, you can just check out the BJ and Migs page at KISW.com. And don't forget, Sunday nights at 10 o'clock, 2 solid hours of all local music. Great bands from the Pacific Northwest, like 2 Clicks.
Let's play Beat Migs.
I will beat anyone that calls in to play the game. He's smarter than you. He'll make you look lame. 60 seconds on the clock. You're going down and I'm gonna rock. It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa, Beat Migs, you're a loser. It is time to beat Migs. You guys, we've made it. It's February.
February.
Getty shopping to the weekend.
February.
Not January.
February.
Yeah.
February.
Oh, yeah. And it's also Friday, everybody. But yay, I'm so happy that January is over.
That's right. Yeah. Well, I'm assuming people are going to have a great weekend, Super Bowl parties, even though we're not really happy about either team. But it's still
It's
a big
chance
day
to party.
Yeah.
Like a chance to eat food,
Exactly.
be around friends,
Mm-hmm.
plus kisses on Saturday night.
There you go.
Yes.
You can spend your hangover watching football.
Yes.
Let's get to our contestant today. We've got Jen in Tacoma to take on Steve. Jen, are you there?
I am.
Excellent. What's she playing for today, Steve?
Remember playing for tickets to see comedian Russell Peters over at the Paramount Theater on February 10th. Go to KISW.com for all the details. If you want to see Russell Peters, get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Jen will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Jen, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yep.
Coke mixed with grenadine syrup is a drink that is named after which king of the Cowboys?
Roy Rogers.
Yes, in the show Family Guy, what color shirt does Meg Griffin typically wear?
Pass.
What year of the early 80s was Michael Jackson's Thriller released?
83.
No.
4.
No.
82.
Yes. How many time zones are in Canada?
3.
No.
4.
No.
1.
No. Natural pearls are found in what sea creature?
Oyster.
Yes. What instrument is Ray Charles most known for playing?
Piano.
Yes. What is frozen to make dry ice?
Pass.
The Ice Bucket Challenge brought awareness and donations to what disease?
Parkinson's.
No.
MS.
No.
Cancer.
No. Paul Mall and Virginia Slims are brands of what?
Grits.
Yes. What color flag is the signal for surrender?
Light.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct.
Oh, not too bad.
Poopy.
All right, I guess it was bad.
Well, Jen's not too impressed with her score, but Steve hasn't been doing very well.
Yeah.
The polar vortex in Beat Migs, maybe it will be broken today.
The hell are you talking about?
I was trying to relate it to weather stuff.
Oh, okay.
Trying to be topical.
Because you've been terrible. You've been frosty at Beat Migs.
Wow. I mean, that's a little extreme. It's a new month. It's a new me.
It's a brand new month.
Yeah.
We'll have to see if the cold snap will break.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
I tried. Coke mixed with grenadine syrup is a drink that is named after which king of the cowboys?
King of the Cowboys. Shirley Temple.
No.
Yeah, she was the king of the Cowboys.
Cowboy Clint Eastwood.
No.
Pass. Dirty Harry.
No. In the show Family Guy, what color shirt does Meg typically wear?
Red.
No.
Blue.
No.
Green.
No. What year of the early 80s was Michael Jackson Thriller
81.
No.
82.
Yes. How many time zones are in Canada?
2.
No.
3.
No.
4.
No. 1. Natural
one.
pearls are found in what sea creature?
Oysters.
Yes.
Yeah.
What instrument is Ray Charles most known for playing?
The piano. He's a pianist.
Yes. What is frozen to make dry ice?
Water.
No.
Gas.
No.
Rocks.
No. The Ice Bucket Challenge brought awareness and donations to what disease?
ALS.
Yes. Paul Mall and Virginia Slims are brands of what?
Cigarettes.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Steve, new you. Same loss. You lose 6-5.
Good job, Jen.
This week has been so bad for you.
Thanks, Steve.
You're welcome.
Jen thought she did poopy, and you did poopier.
Yeah.
Hang on the line, Jen. We'll tell you how to get your prize.
Congratulations. The deciding factor was the Coke mixed with grenadine. It's a Roy Rogers.
Roy Rogers was a cowboy?
Yeah, he was the singing cowboy.
Yeah.
The greatest cowboy of all time.
Nice going, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little before Steve's time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little before Jen's time, too. It was a little before my time, and I know it.
You know
I
what,
don't even
though?
know what a Roy. I don't even know what that tastes like.
Still.
It's pretty good.
It's okay.
It was my favorite drink as a little kid.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
But you know what? Speaking of time, it's time for this.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, a nice oldie there, too. That's right, Steve.
That's right, buddy. What a week it's been.
It's been the worst week ever.
It's been pretty bad for you. Does anybody know the color shirt that Meg Griffin wears?
Yeah. Pink.
Pink.
Yeah.
I was going to say that to be a Weisenheimer, and I thought, take it serious, Steve. Don't make that last guess stupid.
And
I should have said pink.
should have said pink.
How many time zones are in Canada? Definitely not 1.
I'm going to go 5 or 6.
6, yes.
Yeah. 6?
Yeah, it's a big country.
Well, duh.
It's a big country.
Oh, wow.
So he says, I don't think I've ever seen Migs lose this much in a row.
No.
I'm sad.
Yeah.
Me too.
It is the Valentine's decline.
It clearly is.
It even rhymes.
Ooh, hey. The frozen. What's frozen to make dry ice?
Carbon dioxide.
Yes, carbon dioxide.
Oh, I was going to say nitrogen.
No.
Oh, all right.
And I don't know what that would do if
Let's try it.
Congratulations to Jen on beating Steve this morning.
That's right, man. All you got to do is tie or beat Steve. That's how you get the prize. And, you know, these days, pretty easy. Because Steve is bad.
I'm coming back next week.
Are you coming back next week?
All right.
I'm
going to work on it.
So next week is your official February beginning.
Yes.
Yeah.
This was just kind of like a little bit of a January hangover.
Yeah. Yeah. That doesn't count.
So he says if Steve was wearing his cowboy costume, he would have known Roy Rogers.
Oh, that's a good point.
Maybe I should just start playing the game in my cowboy costume.
That's what you got to do. I'm sure your parents know Roy Rogers, but it was before your time.
I know Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers, yeah. He's a singing, I don't know if he's a cowboy, but he's a singing country guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back in December, we told you about that bridezilla that had a Facebook post that went viral because, she was just, a high maintenance bee. She gave her guests a very specific dress code based on their weight. You remember this girl?
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, thinner girls had to wear specific colors. Heavier people had to wear black. She also required that they spend at least $1,000 on their outfit.
Let me guess. Her husband or her future husband decided not to marry her after this story came out.
I wish this was the story, but no. Instead, of course, remember she said when the story got leaked, she was pissed and she was going to get a lie detector, buy one, and find out who in her wedding party dimed her out. And she did it. She got a $99 lie detector kit on Amazon, and it rooted the girl out.
Okay.
She said, quote, my former friend Stephanie was immediately removed from my property.
Stephanie's such a bitch.
She confessed to leaking my post and ridiculing me online. I almost think this is a setup. I just can't believe this is all real and happening. She goes and gets a lie detector, and then everybody decides to take it.
But, I mean, if it's a setup, I mean, is she just doing this on Facebook? I mean, obviously she's posting this stuff on social media.
Yeah, we got a guy that's beating up a minion to get viral attention. I just think that people think that no matter what it is, if I get viral attention, I'm famous. Because this girl is an a-hole. How does she not know she's coming off like an a-hole? And here, and she's even posted more. This is why she's posted more demands about her wedding now that she got rid of the mole.
Right, got rid of the worst part of her wedding.
She says the full dress code is still on, and she's demanding people submit pictures of how they look in their outfits before the wedding, so that she can tell them what is wrong and how to improve it.
How does she have friends? This can't be real. You're right, man.
I mean, really?
How does this person have friends? If any of my friends did this, I would not be their friend anymore.
She makes any real housewife look like an upstanding, wonderful human being. Because I think all those real housewives are despicable. I mean, there might be a couple in those shows that are halfway nice. But it's like people who have the privilege that they have. And I think this woman's got a lot of privilege if she's got people can afford to spend $1,000 and not bat an eye at that. And she can go just get lie detectors. And she just sounds like an overprivileged... Like, why wouldn't you be grateful and gracious?
Can I ask a question? Because I'm reading this post, and it says, dress code update. Please buy your soda hats ASAP. We'll be hosting another event in a few weeks, which will be modifying them. If you would prefer a helicopter hat, by all means, go buy one. Time is of the essence. What the F is a soda hat, and what the F is a helicopter hat?
I do not
a soda hat is literally those hats, the hard hats that have the cups in them, so you can put the drink in it and just drink from the hat.
Okay, this is ridiculous.
And the helicopter hat, I'm just going to assume, is the helicopter beanie.
Yeah.
That has a little propeller on the top.
So this is for the party, like a bridal party? It can't be for the wedding.
I'm confused.
Maybe for a bachelorette and bachelor party.
I don't know what this is, but man, this seems a little ridiculous. If you're having this fancy wedding that's going to cost, you're telling people that your secondary outfit must total at least $1,000, and you're having polygraph tests, but you're still having soda hats and helicopter hats.
Yeah, that does seem a little odd. Of course, she's making everybody go out and buy this stuff, though.
I mean, I'm down to buy one of those soda hats.
All right, they are kind of cool.
I mean, they're not really cool, but they're fun and functional.
Yeah, they're very functional.
Yeah. If she's real, if she really is this person, and they're not just punking us, it's like, honestly, you should go to Bitch Island and just live there for the rest of your life.
Can they have a show called that?
They really should.
And here's my last question about this stupid thing.
Okay.
If she was upset with somebody because they leaked this post originally, right, about all this stuff that's going on, how are we reading this post now unless someone leaked this post?
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, why are we getting all of her current demands? You're absolutely right.
Are we getting... Oh, weird.
Yeah, this is Inception is what's happening.
I mean, I know Stephanie was a bitch, but it sounds like it might still be. I mean, I'd say one of the other girls could be also a bitch as well. It could be Lynn and Jackie, Christy, or Jax.
Yeah,
I think it's Jax.
Once Stephanie came forward, the other person might have just said, "Oh, she thinks Stephanie's the mole. I got no problem."
But you're going to bring more drama to yourself because now you're leaking it again, like you just said.
Yeah,
you're like, Stephanie's not the mole. Who's the mole? This is a reality show. This has got to be a reality show.
Yeah, this isn't real.
I like Cougar Ben's text. You guys are giving this bitch exactly what she wants. It's fake. Knock it off. Love Cougar Ben.
What if she is such a bridezilla? She wanted to have it go viral.
Well, of course you wanted it to go viral. Well, I bet there's not even a Stephanie, right?
Well, I'm reading our wedding colors, fabrics, and intimate synchronized dance are something we hold dear to our hearts, and the soda hat represents our wishes for an abundance of life-saving liquid.
What?
Because the expensive clothing represent the riches we wish to come.
I'm with this texter. I feel bad for the poor schmuck that's marrying this.
Yeah, seriously.
Equally as crazy.
Right?
So where's the father and where's the groom to get together and go, no? You know what I mean? You just have to go to your kids and you got to say no. If Sarah came to me, I'd be like, I'm not paying for this, B. You're on your own. This is stupid.
I got to go cougar bed. This is all ridiculous. There's no way any of this is really happening.
This is all going to lead to the next fire festival or something like that.
Hold on a second, Cougar Ben.
Just don't get water.
Don't get mad at me. Who called this? I originally thought this was fake, and Cougar Ben, so you know what? I came up with the fakeness before you did, pal.
Oh, so now we're having an argument with Cougar
exactly.
Ben.
I'm mad at Cougar Ben now, because he's chastising the whole show, and only
he said love Cougar Ben. He still loves us.
I don't want to be slapped. I don't want a love sandwich with a little slap in the between like that. No, you know what?
And he signed his name, so we don't have to get a polygraph test to find out who said it.
I want a love sandwich with a slap in between.
What?
Whoa.
That's what he said.
Okay.
All right.
Let me tell you about these two people. They actually met on a dating app. They had sex in a van. Nice. And then wound up in a high-speed police chase. Sounds like an awesome first encounter.
Best date ever.
I'll tell you all the details at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Oh, man, do I love a good love story.
Uh-oh.
On a Wednesday night, a 20-year-old guy from Michigan met a 21-year-old woman from about 60 miles away, and they decided to meet up. And it went so well, they decided to have sex in the woman's van.
Nice.
Oh, she had the van.
Yeah, she had the van.
Nice.
Yeah, it was rocking, so nobody came a knocking.
What if she had it all decked out in the back with some sheets and
with some sheets and
a bed?
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm just picturing one of those old white vans with the weird circle window in the back that's tinted. Maybe
the old Chevy van.
Maybe even a dolphin airbrushed on it.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, those were awesome. But you know what? The guy, wasn't satisfied. She gave him probably the ultimate gift you could ask for on a first date. Sex. But that wasn't enough. The guy stole some money out of her purse and took off in his car. Well, she decided to turn that love wagon into a chasing wagon. And she basically said, I'll chase you, you thieving son of a... Cops saw them speeding, started chasing both of them. The chase ended when a guy slid off an icy road. The woman did as well. They weren't hurt, but they both got arrested. Fleeing, eluding. The guy also charged with robbery. It's love, my friends.
That
love.
sucks for her. She just wants her money.
Yeah, I am a little pissed that she's getting any charges because, she did get robbed, and what are you supposed to do? You go after the guy.
Apparently, she was still partially clothed when she got into that, so she didn't even get all of her clothes on when she's chasing him.
Oh, man, the images I'm having right now are pretty awesome. Seriously, man,
So how do you top that? What's their second date going to be like?
How do you bottom that? It really depends on which way you're going there, You're right, Steve. That's a great first date. I don't think there's going to be a second date.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, I don't think we don't need an update on that. I think we know that he's in prison and she's going to find somebody else.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
Yeah, so these two people met on a dating app. What could go wrong? They had sex in a van, wound up in a high-speed police chase. It's such a great, it really is a great first date. It's a story he's going to have forever, and she is too. So based on this, good or bad, we want to know, what is the one date that you will never forget? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Good or bad, I want to know, what is the one date that you will never forget? Your calls and texts after Rage on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Two people met on a dating app, had sex in a van, and wound up in a high-speed police chase. Based on this, good or bad, we want to know, what is the one date that you will never forget? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Sarah in Auburn. Sarah, you are on The Rock.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sarah. Welcome to the show. What you got for us?
Well, when I was about 19, I went on this first date with this gentleman. We went and had breakfast, and then we went and saw SWAT when it was out in theaters.
Oh, nice.
It was about noon.
A breakfast
So
date.
we were
Interesting.
we were the only people in the theater. So he grabs my hand. I thought he was just going to hold my hand. He turns to me, he's like, tell me what you think of this. And he put my hand on his you-know-what that was out in the theater.
What?
Wow.
Wow, he went from 0 to 100.
Yeah, he did. That's the old popcorn
I got
trick.
it, and I left.
Without the popcorn,
Gotta go.
by the way. At least you get some popcorn with the popcorn trick.
No popcorn, because we just had breakfast.
Wow.
Oh, there's always room for popcorn. Right off the bat, I'd be like, this guy's not worth dating.
So, Sarah, here's my question. Even though it's a horrific thing to do, most of the time guys think if they're toting anything significant, that just means that as soon as they go, hey, once I show them this, they're going to be just enamored with me. Was the guy worth it, or he shouldn't be proud of what he has?
No, he definitely was. But if he would have caught me a couple years later when I wasn't so young, it might have been a different story.
Huh. Yeah, see, that's a bummer. Timing is everything. It's like, guys, you really gotta, that's what I figured.
Right.
Yeah.
Timing is important when whipping out the dong.
It's so, yeah. And granted, it's been happening in movie theaters forever. But like I said, the old popcorn trip, people used to drill a hole or whatever. They make a hole in the bottom of the popcorn and they put it on their lap, and then the girl would reach in to get some popcorn and get something else.
Yeah, the old hole in the popcorn bottom.
Yeah, that's a thing there. God, do you think, Steve, if I were gifted that way by God, I hope I'd be smart enough to know that that's just not the calling card. Like, well, because I'm so gifted by God, once I display the goods, they're all just going to go, oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I think if that's the only thing you feel like you've been gifted with, you probably don't have any kind of social grace.
Yeah.
You're just kind of relying on your dong.
Yeah.
You're not going to get far in life.
No.
I don't know.
Unless you're Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But that's just such a...
Yeah, it's such
and is SWAT the right movie?
It's such
to pull that move?
Well, yes. He had a special weapon, trying some tactics, yeah.
Maybe it was like a more romantic type vibe of a film, and you're starting to get that feeling like, oh, she's into this.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's the right way to go about things, but at least a little more rhyme or reason. SWAT?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've done stuff to while in a theater, and it was The Hobbit, so I think it doesn't matter, the movie.
Oh, well, look at you. You were having second breakfast.
Yes, I was.
Yeah. See, Steve, I think the guy was thinking if they go to a breakfast date, the movie theater will be empty so he can try his maneuver.
You're 100% on point on that. I know definitely he was hoping to have an empty theater with every hope and dream that this was going to lead to sex in the theater.
Yeah.
It had to be.
Wow. That's I can't imagine making that move.
This one's cracking me up on the text line from Carrie in Bothell. She says, first date with a guy, he picked me up in an orange car with no windshield. He gave me goggles to wear, and we drove around all night wearing goggles. Black Betty was playing. Every time I hear that song, I think of that date.
That's fantastic.
I'm not too sure. You got to have the right kind of girl to be like, okay, you're the man for me. Really, it's like chitty chitty bang bang. Right?
Here, wear these.
But you got goggles. He's thinking about your safety. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's why, Rev, you were dateless for so long.
A selfish man would only have one set of goggles and not share them.
He had
exactly.
to. Let's go to Mike in Covington. Mike, you are on the rock.
Hey, what's happening, guys?
What's happening, Mike? Good or bad? What is that one date you will never forget?
Well, it was absolutely epic, actually. So it was my first year in college. I was home for summer break, and I ended up running into this gal at a bar, and she said, hey, yeah, let's hook up. And I said, no problem. So we got phone numbers, called her up. She says, hey, let's go to a strip club.
Nice.
And I was like, okay,
all right.
Okay, all right. Geez, don't twist my arm. And so we're there at the strip club, and it's amateur night, and she says, you know what, I think I'm going to go up and do that.
What?
Nice.
And I'm like, wait, hold on. I pinched myself here. Wait, you're going to go up and do that. And she did, and she actually won.
Wow. Let me ask you, Mike, later that evening, did you win?
Yeah, for about 3 months I won, and then she decided she liked to play for the other team a lot.
Yeah.
It's still a good run, man.
And sometimes,
how much did she win?
Yes.
I think it was like $250 or something like that, if I remember right.
Jeez,
I'm 52. That was a long time ago.
That covers the date, though, man. I don't know if she shared, but, man.
Well, she shared later on for 3 months.
It wasn't the money.
Yeah, there we go. Even if she starts, deciding she wants to play in a bigger field, you might still get to play in that field.
Do I remember one date it was at the Rebar of all, right by where
I remember the Rebar.
Right,
Oh, wow.
right. And it was the first day with this chick, and I can't remember what was going on. It was a weird night. Like, we just went there for drinks because we were nearby, and there was some kind of weird event going on there where a guy was up there, like, he had his shirt off, and he was encouraging or inviting people to come up to eat something off of his neck.
Okay.
And so she, like, without missing a beat, jumped up there and just started, like, licking his neck and doing all this crazy stuff. And I'm, like, awkwardly sitting in the seat, like, I don't know really how to process this. So then she sits back down, we leave, and she's like, that was so awesome. I'm like, shit, that makes one of us.
Yeah, that wasn't very awesome for me.
Ended that date right there. I was like, no, man, this is not how I'm continuing the evening after you just licked some other man's neck for an extended period of time.
Did she try to...
Awkward, long period of time.
Did she try to get romantic with you?
Didn't have that opportunity to even find out, BJ.
Oh, you shut her down so quickly.
It was done. We walked out. I said, hey, have a good night.
Oh, yeah, Steve.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was thinking about just leaving while it was going on. And honestly, older version of me would have, but this is like early 20s.
And you were like trying to be cool.
Well, it's just not
Very
that many.
nice.
There wasn't many opportunities to date anybody for me at that point. So I was
that's
like,
a good point.
do I want to pass up on this one person that's coming out on a date with me?
She's still like, it was so bad that it shut you down. But that's not easy to do with a 20-year-old. Like a 20-year-old will tolerate a lot.
23, I think.
Yeah.
So, but like she did not think it was weird at all. That was the weird part. Like she just sat back down as if she just went up there and did a magic trick. And she kind of did. She made whatever it was on his neck disappear.
Now, if it was a girl, how would you have been? If it was a girl's neck she was licking, would you have been as mad?
No.
Yeah, see, that's what women need to understand. You just don't lick another dude. It's a territorial thing. We don't want that first date. But yeah, if you want to go up there with another lady.
I don't know if I would have continued dating that person, though. Because that's just not my style.
You would at least had a fun night if a fun night was in the plans.
I would chalk it up to being, this is just a one-night thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but she shut that down so early with the lick on the guy's neck.
I didn't understand why you would do something like that.
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
Alcohol, I guess.
Yeah.
But,
because look, I'm smart enough to know that if I do anything with a lady, if I'm on a date with another lady, even if I talk nice to serve her too much, I know that could be trouble. You got to be careful when you are interacting with the opposite sex, or if it's the same sex, if that's the kind of relationship you're in, you got to be careful that you're not overly flirtatious, let alone licking somebody's neck, because that person across the table ain't going to be happy for that. They're not going to be happy about that.
So speaking of licking, someone texted and said, I had a girl lick the whole side of my face while I was driving, 10 minutes after meeting.
Ooh, I don't know how I'd feel about that.
Well, how do you even get to that point?
I'm not a face-licking guy. I'm not a big fan of that.
No, you're not. You struck me as a face-licking guy.
Yeah, I know some people kind of in their own way like that, but it's too much like a dog's licking me, and I'm
seriously the weirdest thing I've ever heard you say.
Yeah. Frankly, I don't tolerate slobber on a lot of parts of my body.
Okay, the second weirdest thing was right there.
Yeah, I really don't.
There's one part I'm okay with.
Like I said, I'm with you, Steve. Not a lot of parts,
right?
But yeah, there's a very central location where I'm like, all right, I will tolerate, that particular sort of,
What did good old JR call it in the wrestling days? A good old slobber knocker.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Wow, Rev. Thanks, Rev. Thanks for that.
Well, I'm helping you.
Now it's the weirdest thing I've heard.
Well, this is a weird segue. Hey, I noticed your daughter Sarah's in the room.
I don't want to.
Oh, hi, Sarah.
Why don't you stay out of the room when we're doing these topics?
Oh, hey.
Hello.
One of the dates I will never forget is the one that I sleptwalked on. I took this guy out. We went to a concert. There were clowns on stage. It was a very strange thing. And I took him.
You at an ICP concert?
I honestly, it was one of those in and out nights.
My daughter, the Juggalo.
Excuse me?
Sarah the Juggalo.
Hey, Yeah.
In and out at the burger place?
I don't eat. No. Anyway, I had way too much whiskey. I took this guy home.
Whiskey.
It was the first time I met him, and I think we did it.
Wait, you took him back to Dad's place?
I did. Sorry, Dad, you were
one night stands?
Yeah.
Wait, she's taking one night stands back to your house, BJ?
There's been a few. I know to think about it. I didn't know if he could have been a criminal or something. He wasn't. He was a very nice guy. But I ended up getting up and crawling into my closet and taking all of my jackets off the hangers and using them as blankets. And he said he found me and I was like singing to myself and my blankets. And then I proceeded to tell him to leave me alone, and I called him an a-hole. And then I apparently crawled back into bed, and I woke up and he told me all of this, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And he was like, it's fine, you want to go out again? And I was like, what? You want to go out with me again? Really? Okay. But yeah, it was just so weird.
Did you guys go out again?
We did.
And that's the story of Johnny Rubbers. Just kidding.
And he's still with me 2 years later. No.
J-Rubs.
I don't think J-Rubs would have dealt with all that, honestly.
It is weird when Sarah sleepwalks, dude. Because I've walked
How often does this happen?
It's happened a few times in her life. The one time where she was trying to break through the wall to save her friend, and I'm like, what is happening? As I'm hearing these loud noises, I get up in the night, and there's Sarah punching the wall, trying to break through. You know, everything is, all of her pictures are on the ground, and she's just like, I gotta save my friends. Eyes wide open, looking at me with this conversation. Dad, you're here. Help me. We've got to save Slappy. And I'm like, are you awake? And it was just like, because she wasn't drunk. She was really like quite lucid.
Weird.
Yeah, it's definitely different than blacking out. Because people say like, oh, do you think you just blacked out? And I'm like, no, it's definitely different. But I did save my friend in the wall.
It's trippy, dude. And have you had a? I don't think you've had a sleepwalking situation.
No, it's been a few years now. Knock on
good
wood.
for you. All right, because that's Johnny Rubbers has got to handle that now. I'm not going to come down.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
You put in your time. It's time for J-Rubs to take over.
I sure have.
Oh, God, my worst one, and I will never forget this. Okay, I'm going to give you the bullet points. Go on a date. He's an hour late because he overslept.
Oh, that sucks.
We finally go to lunch, go back to his house.
Wait, lunch and he overslept?
Yeah, he's a night worker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Batman.
Yes, he's Batman.
Dated Batman.
Go back to his house for Netflix and chill.
Okay.
When it's time to get to the chill part, he says, no sex. I'm like, what? But we're naked. And then he grabs my face like in a movie. He's like, promise me we'll see each other again. Whoa. And I'm already naked, so I'm already committed to this.
Well, I mean, what?
And I'm like,
did he have like some dramatic music playing in the background?
I don't know. I think it was like Hotel Transylvania or some crap. But I was like, yeah, sure, dude. That's
Did he want an agreement that you would see him again before he would have sex with you?
Yes, he wanted me to verbally say that I would see him again.
Oh, it's like a reverse Paradise by the Dashboard Light.
That's very awkward. That means he has no faith in his sex-making abilities.
Oh, but he had not showered, apparently.
Oh.
Well, he woke up late.
Yes.
I understand that.
And he bit areas that God only meant to be treated nicely.
Oh.
He was biting bad areas.
Oh.
And we had... out of all the sex I've had, he is number one the worst.
Oh, the worst. No wonder why he wanted a promise before you had sex with him.
Right?
Wow.
I mean, motorboating's fine, but there's areas in your body that you do not motorboat.
The butt?
No.
Oh, wow.
The other side. Just flip it around.
Oh, okay.
Just like... it hurts.
Oh, wow.
Just like all nose. Just like, ow, what the hell is wrong with you?
Oh, that's a picture I didn't want to see, Vic. Why do I now? Why'd you put that in my head before I had breakfast?
That has never happened to me, and now I'm curious.
It does not feel good.
Ask J-Robs to see if he'll be willing to do
I
it.
will, actually, yeah.
And on top of that,
as it were,
this jerk, I had never gotten a hickey in my life. I was 21, and he proceeded to give me 3 big ol' hickeys.
Oh, he wanted to keep you for life.
Right, and then 2 or 3
Danny
days
likes
later.
hickeys. He sometimes shows up to work with them on.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I love them.
Oddly enough, he's hanging out with that guy. That's why.
Yeah.
2 or 3 days later, I'm traveling to Mexico to see my grandmother with big ol' hickeys on my neck. I'm like, thanks, dude.
Oh, boy.
Thanks. And then he'd call me and text me. I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
Did you not feel that he was doing something to you that could lead to a hickey?
Well, I've had people do that, but I didn't get a hickey.
Okay, because usually you get a vibe like, okay, hey, pump the brakes.
Yeah.
No, to be fair, the last one that I got was totally unexpected.
Really?
Yeah, the girlfriend was just going, and I woke up the next morning, I was like, what is that? But it was like, I wasn't drunk, I didn't notice that it was happening, and I woke her up, and I was like, did you notice what you did? And she's like, oh, sorry.
But these are 3 big ones. I would imagine that if they're big ones, you would feel that.
Right.
Yeah. I never understood the whole hickey thing. I don't. Yeah. I mean, I don't want them. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe some women love that stuff.
I had it once and I was furious. I was so pissed. I was just not. I mean, obviously it wasn't an accident. The person did it. Mm-hmm. It's like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Not in high school?
Yeah.
This is stupid.
Yeah, I know, dude.
I love them so much.
Yeah,
I always try to convince J-Rubs if I can give them to him because I love receiving them and I love giving them.
Why do you love them?
I just love the feeling of the bite, and I don't know why the neck is such a perfect place because it has just enough skin to be able to suck a little.
You can do that with your boobs too. You know that?
Yeah, but the boobs are so sensitive.
Right. What the heck going on here?
Pump the brakes on this conversation.
We just made everyone very, very
No,
sad.
she's going down a line that could get us in trouble there.
Yeah, take it easy, Vicky.
Like
My
legit.
God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like no laughing. Like don't
I
talk like
won't do
that.
Wow. Okay. Damn, Daniel. All right. Well, I would like a sorbet of some sort. How about this? No, I don't want to say the word blowing. Okay. You are blowing over $300 a month, all because of boredom. Yeah, you are. What are you doing? I'm going to tell you. It's 747 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. I have lots of tickets that I haven't paid. Can those be discharged through a bankruptcy?
Yes, there are some limits on what we can do with tickets. Tickets cannot be discharged in a full bankruptcy. In a Chapter 7 case, that won't help you get your license back. But in Chapter 13 reorganization, tickets are dischargeable. Most types of tickets are dischargeable. So you would have to pay back some of the tickets in a Chapter 13 case, but the vast majority of them could be discharged if you complete the plan. And again, you would get your license back right away when you filed the Chapter 13 case, as long as the only reason you don't have your license is because of failure to pay your tickets. But the Chapter 13 process will help you get your license back and repay a small portion of your tickets in most cases, and get your license reinstated almost immediately.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
I'm Erin Ryan, political commentator, comedy writer, and host of Crooked Media's Hysteria.
And I'm co-host Alyssa Mastromonaco, former White House Deputy Chief of Staff for President Obama.
Each week on Hysteria, we are joined by a team of hilariously opinionated ladies to discuss the headlines from the serious to the absurd.
We cover everything from reproductive rights to rom-coms and break down the political news of the week and cultural stories that affect women's lives.
New episodes of Hysteria drop every Thursday. Listen on Odyssey, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.